At the bottom we have the yellow Zerg player EGStrifeCro, EGStrifeCro. And the top representing Team newbcake is newbcake as the orange Terran. And in the top right, his partner, newbcake from Team newbcake, the green Terran.
Yeah, and interesting spawn locations both on the right side of the map here. Unfortunately for EGStrifeCro, his Overlord not really going to be finding him too much early on. And of course, newbcake spawning as Terran, so TT versus TZ here.
TT. It's fun to say. TT versus ZT. We have double supply depots. Looks like they're going to be making a joint wall up, which can be good against the Zerg, but they got to be careful, man. They got a Terran against them, but you know, with 2 Terrans against 1 Terran regarding a wall off, I don't think they have too much to worry about. They really just want to prevent those links from getting in there. And
yeah, absolutely.
We have not seen a pool or anything from EGStrifeCro. Is he going to get a 15th drone? No, he's not. So we probably will see 14 pool here. And we're going to pause.
Pause for some reason, but as you're saying that wall off, we saw very fast tanks out of EGAxslav last time, which could become a bit of a liability here in terms of that wall off. But once again, I don't think the Team EG is really going to be in a rush to finish this game. I mean, last time they were quite patient, and I think once again these guys have played enough 2v2 to know that let's just try and get a lot of infestors, and we'll be in good shape.
And you know what? Scratch that. I did not see a 15 drone from EGStrifeCro, but he just produced it a little bit late. Now he's going for that fast expansion. I hope I still see that infestor feed. I think that's a very solid strategy. And meanwhile, EGAxslav not getting his gas, so no early gas. He's getting 2 barracks quite early, possibly to cover for his partner, which is not getting a spawning pool. He is expanding pretty fast, and still no gas from the green newbcake, a double gas from the orange newbcake. So what the heck are these guys planning?
I'm guessing that Mr. Green here will just go for a fast expansion. It would make a lot of sense given, you know, there's only one in-base expansion and someone's got to take it. And I mean, the faster you get it up, the better. And of course, they know that EGStrifeCro took their expansion very fast. So they're going to want to stay on par with that unless they, you know, want to go for some kind of very early bust, which I don't really think is that great of an idea. It certainly could work, but this is a good map for macro games.
Yeah, he did send in that SCV, and as you said, he did see that EGStrifeCro was setting up that base. Perhaps that prompted him to do the same, and there it is. The command center has started. The pool is about to finish for EGStrifeCro as well as his expansion, and we're kind of opening up just like it's a couple of one-on-one games, I guess. newbcake, the orange, is going to be supporting his ally, though, but EGStrifeCro, very standard one-on-one opening with that gas timing, with that hatchery timing. And so it's like a couple players doing one-on-one builds, and then EGAxslav and the orange newbcake supporting their allies' builds, letting them macro up, and hopefully carry them to the win.
Yep. A couple people mentioning in chat that the overlay, the score, isn't updated, but currently Team EG is up 1-0 in the series. And of course it's a best of 3, so they're 1 win away from taking this out. And it looks like we're going to see Banshees out of Mr. Orange Newbcake here. Or no, he's actually just going to go for Hellions and Blue Flame, as a matter of fact, with an early starport as well. So he might be looking to do some draw play, which could certainly be pretty potent.
Yeah, especially considering these locations. They are so close by air. He can get to that Terran base so darn easily. And do Blue Flame Hellions 3-shot or 2-shot SCVs? I know they 2-shot drones, but SCVs have 4 more life.
They 2-shot, baby.
Okay, they do 2-shot those SCVs. Maybe the game I was watching, the SCVs had some armor, because I could have sworn in a game I saw them getting 3-shotted. But if they don't scan these Hellions or that starport or something, this could be a lot of damage.
Yeah, I mean, there's one Overlord in position, actually, but EGStrifeCro is setting this far up. He wants to see if his opponents have expanded, so it's very possible there will be no scouting whatsoever, and actually newbcake team here is actually going to be scouting with the barracks. I think this is a cool play. You know, it costs less than a scan in terms of opportunity cost, and it's got a lot of hit points. You can actually see a lot of stuff, especially if your opponents don't have anti-air, but there's a lot of Marines out right now, so this barrack's actually really not going to see a whole lot. I think he was probably hoping to try and find out what exactly EGStrifeCro was doing in terms of tech, but he will not know at all.
Now, as someone who is the victim of a barracks scout, can you assume that your opponents might not be going bio because they are wasting a barracks on scouting, or is that kind of too forward of an assumption to make?
That's kind of a 1v1 TVT kind of thing, I would say. In this case, I would never make that assumption. But definitely, if you're a Terran player out there 1v1, you see a barracks float in your base, then you can definitely expect mech. You're going to expect mech anyway in TVT right now. But, yeah, good point, but, yeah, interesting. And the other major structure getting built right now is a spire, and I'm sure that is something that Team newbcake will want to know about. And we've got Hellions loaded up into a medevac right here, as well as there was a Banshee in production. I don't know if that popped out or what. Yes, a Banshee is also out.
That Banshee looks like it picked off 3 drones, and at the same time, here comes that medevac. Are they going to see it? It doesn't look like it. 3 Hellions inside of there, 4 Hellions actually, with the blue flame. Good reaction time, but you got to be careful about clumping up your SCVs like that. Only 3 Hellions being controlled. 1 is shooting away at that uncompleted engineering bay, and I don't think too many... down go all those Marines. And meanwhile, this Viking, or that Banshee, looks like it has been shooed away. This Hellion's now running into the Zerg, maybe to get some more kills.
Oh, man. As a barbecue, he's also going to see that spire, which is of course huge. They're going to know, okay, we got to start building some turrets, and this drop has been amazing right now, but we do have 13 Mutalisks in production for StrifeCro. But once again, there's just so much bio out for one of these newbcake guys here that I can't help but feel like they should be able to deflect this, and they'll be in a pretty good spot to defend. However, I will also point out that EGAxslav, he's got 22 SCVs right now, whereas our orange newbcake actually only has 25, so he's been a bit slacking in terms of the SCV production, so EGAxslav isn't quite as crippled relative to his opponents as you might think.
And these 13 mutas, man, they have been whittled down to 9, and this is a direct result of your Terran partner feeding. Check out the units here. We're seeing that StrifeCro, or EGAxslav rather, all he's making are Marines, and that's because he's been saving all of his gas to feed to StrifeCro, and that's why these mutas are out here and they're doing quite a bit of damage. Looks like they are going to get in the SCV line, forcing newbcake orange to pull off the line, only getting about half of them, and he's picking up quite a few SCVs here. This might be the counter to that, or the response to that Hellion drop. Oh my goodness, so many more is coming in, totaling 16 mutas in the middle of their base.
That's